Sup? Welcome to a new budget deck profile featuring Narukami this time. So, most people probably don't have money to acquire the Tonics units. So, we're going to be doing Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion as the boss unit. So yeah, let's just hop into it. So first we got 4 Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion. So on Vanguard, act once per turn, counterblast 2, and he gains 5,000 in a crit. But if your opponent has 2 or more rear guards in the front row, instead of the crit, he gets the ability to attack the front row. So we have a bunch of cards in here that allow us to constantly pop rear guards. So we're gonna always be able to get the crit on this very easily. And even then, if we don't get the crit, we're still able to control the front row by being able to swing at all of them at once. So yeah, he puts in a lot of good pressure because he's either 17 in the crit to the Vanguard or 17 and can attack the whole front row and wipe the front row rear guards. So yeah, he's pretty good. And then we're running 4 Great Composure Dragon. At the beginning of you or your opponent's battle phase, he gains plus 3,000 power for each open rear guard in your opponent's front row, and then if it's during your turn, he gets plus 5,000. So this allows us to, whenever we blow up the rear guards and use Vermillion, Great Composure is a fantastic rear guard, since if we're going against a Force or Protect clan, he's going to be 22. If we're against Excel, he's going to be able to gain a lot more power because Excel markers count towards his skill. So we would be getting like minimum 27,000 on his attack, which is really good. And then I'm running 1 Duress Clap Dragon. So on play, on the rear guard, you choose an opponent's rear guard and move it to another open rear guard in the same column as itself, and Duress Clap gains plus 5,000. So this allows us to freely move something out of the front row so we can gain our crit on Vermillion. And yeah, that's pretty much most of it. He's also able to gain extra power on the rear guard, which really helps out. So next up for grade 2s, we're running 4 Recklessness Dragon. So on play, you can counterblast 1 and bind something in the front row. And then on rear guard, whenever it attacks a Vanguard, if your opponent has 1 or less rear guards in the front row, he gains plus 3,000 power for the battle. So this is a very easy way to get rid of something on the opponent's field. And you can do it on Vanguard too. So if your opponent tries to aggro you, then you can like kind of calm it down, kind of like how Berserk Dragon does. Yeah. Next we got Excess Streak Dragon. On play on rear guard, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1, and you bind something in the opponent's front row, and he gains plus 10,000 for the turn. So he allows us to create bigger rear guard columns, and it also fuels up Vermillion to gain the crit. So pretty much the whole basis of this deck is to constantly like deplete your opponent's resources and then increase your power on your on your field to be able to hit really big numbers. And then 4 Dusty Plasma Dragon. On rear guard once per turn, when your opponent's rear guard is bound during your turn, you may give 2 of your rear guards in the same column as it plus 5. So it's for doing what your deck does, you get to give his column plus 10,000, which is really handy. So you typically have an 8k there, so then that's 17, and then plus the power boost from Dusty Plasma, it goes up to 27. So it hits Excel and Protect really nicely. Yeah. So onward to grade 1s. For Rising Phoenix, this card is insane. While it's in drop zone, when your opponent's rear guard is bound during your turn, you can call it from the drop zone to rear guard, and he gains plus 3,000 for the turn. So he allows us to have like a constant flow of having rear guards. So if you're against like Shadow Paladin or Kagero and they're blowing up your rear guards, then whenever you blow up one of theirs, you can get them back from Rising Phoenix. And this is a once per turn for a Rising Phoenix card. So if you have like 3 in there and you bind one, you can call all 3 of them out. And then that's like good targets for Phantom Blaster Dragon. Next we got Lightning of Hope Helena. On rearguard once per turn, when the opponent's rearguard is bound during your turn, if you have no face-up cards in your damage zone, Soul Blast 1 and Countercharge 1. So, usually you wouldn't want to run this at 4, but since we're doing a budget version and we don't have Dragonic Death Scythe in here, we have a lot more Soul to work with. I'm pretty sure this is the only card that uses Soul. Oh, an Excess Streak. So, and then also Vermillion uses 2 Counterblasts. So we are wanting to mitigate that as much as possible and be able to use him as much as we can. So Helena really helps out in that regard. And then last for the grade 1s, we got Demolition Dragon. On rearguard, if your opponent's front row has no rearguards, he gains plus 3,000 power. And on Vanguard, if he hits a Vanguard, you draw a card. So he's the ideal first ride. He makes it where going second isn't terrible. Because usually Excel clans want to go first and just start hammering at them. But Demolition Dragon, if you get punished for going second, then he can let you build up more resources or force out early guard, which burns their resources. So he's really good. And then an 11k booster is pretty nice. So 4 heal, 4 perfect guard draws, and then I have an 8 crit and no front. I feel like having the high crit pressure on Vermillion is super good. Instead of having front triggers, because I found that you're not always going to have a field to work with. And I'd rather like pump out as much damage as I can with Vermillion, because Vermillion won't really last through a long style of game. He wants to like pump out and end the game as quick as possible, and 8 crit really helps out with that. So yeah, now we're gonna go do a match showcase with you, and I hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Hello everyone, welcome back to another, to the match showcase of the budget Vermillion deck. Today we're against Dimension Police. So this should be a good way to show off what the deck does. This hand's okay. I don't see too much of a problem with it. Okay, we're first. So we draw on Rising Phoenix, and then it's his move. Die Lander, okay. No guard. Draw trigger, okay. Damage check. That's fine. Stand and draw. I think I want to add Dusty Plasma here, so then we can keep Recklessness for our other Dusty Plasma. So we're just gonna swing 9. No pass. Okay. That's fine. So we're gonna ride Vermillion next. Going first is pretty good with great composure also. No good. Heal trigger, that's super nice. Doesn't let us get our pressure off with Vermillion, but that's okay. So ride Vermillion. Get the marker. And then call Great Composure Dragon. 12 Vanguard from Vermillion. He should guard with a 15k at least. Okay. First, second, no triggers. That's fine. And then 32. Yeah, that's good. Dayusha. Okay. And he drove check. Great Dayusha last turn. He has the extra crit. That's fine. No good. Triple crit. Yep. Okay, so we take 3 damage here. That gives us fuel to use Vermillion. Draw trigger. Okay, stand and draw. Yeah, we're just gonna call our stuff out now. +1 crit van. And now battle phase, giving 10,000 power to our great composures. 25 double crit. Brings them to 43, so 2. Critical. He has a diamond ace in hand. We're gonna... Oh, there. Ooh, we would have hit it. Damn, that's fine. Draw trigger, so we're gonna give the power to Dusty Plasma and draw. Then we're gonna attack with Dusty Plasma first for 27. On the composure, not on Excel. Okay, yeah, I think Miracle Dandy's a 15k shield. So then 40,000 double crit. And then 32. Cool. We evened it up. So he has the Great Dayusha in hand. He's gonna be able to do all that shenanigans. Our hand is pretty good to defend here, but it might not be good enough. Let's see. He's gonna have to like triple rest people, right? Oh wait, yeah, the boost counts with it. That's right. It's gonna do 13. We're gonna intercept. And now we're gonna perfect guard that. Discarding Recklessness. We only need 1 Recklessness in order to proc off Vermillion. Transdimension. Yep. And now he should be at 53. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna no guard that. He's been through a lot of crits. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. We'll no guard that. But this next one, if he attacks there, yeah, we're gonna guard this. Okay. Stand and draw. We're gonna call Dusty Plasma, and then call Recklessness Dragon, and then use its skill to bind. Okay. And now Dusty Plasma's effects to gain +5. Vermillion skill. +1 crit. Okay, now battle phase. Great Composure gains 5,000 power. So now if he hits a trigger, we're okay. So 25 double crit. There's the perfect guard. That's fine. First, second, no triggers. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna go 20 off Recklessness. There's Die Brave. Okay. 27 off Great Composure. And now 27 off Dusty Plasma. That's game. So, as you can see, the deck really works on putting in a lot of pressure here. And we were able to absorb a lot more than we would with the Royal Paladin deck that I showcased. So, yeah, it has access to a lot of the good stuff that Narukami has without the Detonics stuff and Death Scythe. Most of what makes it good is in Recklessness, Helena, and Rising Phoenix, and that little core of cards. And yeah, we were still able to put in a lot of crit pressure off Vermillion and control his field really nicely and gain huge power bonuses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment it down below. I might make a list in the description of like other stuff you could do to upgrade the deck. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.